Hello, Julie here, and today I'm going to be making a spread in my creative journal using the new subscriptions from Planything. Planything is run by a lady called Amber. You can see her here, and it's based in the Netherlands but ships worldwide. I'll put all the details in the description, including the costs, and if you're in the US, those do include tariffs, so you won't have anything extra to pay when your subscription arrives in the country. On the 1st of every month, there is a new washi tape subscription and planner subscription. So let's start with the washi subscription. If you've watched me for any length of time, you know I am a huge fan of Amber's washi tapes. I use them in most of my spreads, and they are a really good staple to have. I believe this is more of a summer themed collection, which is my favourite season to plan for. It looks like we have 2 wide washies, and I'm very excited to see one that looks like the sea. And then we have 4 of the 0.8 centimetre washies. I'll swatch them out for you. I know I'm biased because summer is my favourite, but these are some of the prettiest washies I've seen so far from Amber's washi subscription. There's this little one with starfish on, but it's got a blue background, so it makes it look rather textured. My favourite is the sea washi, then a really pretty green leaf, a watermelon themed washi, which is perfect if you're going to do a spread for Watermelon Day, which I've actually already done for August this year. And this striped one would be a perfect one to use with that one. Then we have a lovely scallop. I love Amber's scalloped washies, and I always check in my stash to see whether these are repeated, but we haven't had this colour before. So a gorgeous set. I am really liking these striped washies that Amber has been coming out with lately, but these are perfect for your summer spreads. I'm looking forward to using some of these in my plan with me later. The planner subscription this month is also summer themed, as you can see from the really pretty ice cream wrapping paper. And this contains a little bit of everything. So it's slightly more expensive, but you do get a lot more, including a sticker book and some washies that are exclusive to this planner subscription. So there are 3 washies. We've got a turquoise grid, a blue and red stripe, which reminds me of 4th of July, and then a gorgeous candy coloured striped washi, perfect for summer. This is what they look like swatched out. Being from the UK, that red and blue one would also be great for any London themed spreads that I make, but really pretty. There's always one thing that changes each month, and this month you're getting a little sticky notepad. It's got the same design. I believe there are 50 sheets with a cute little caravan selling lemonade. Every time I do these unboxings, I say that I must try and use the paper in the paper packs. So let's take a look and see if there's anything in here that inspires me to make this the day that I actually use the papers. They're usually so pretty, I don't want to touch them. I really love this watercolour stripe. On the other side, we've got, oh, it's always so difficult to decide which side to use. Some really fun characters by the pool. I do hope we have some of these in the sticker book because I love making scenes with little people. Here's another really pretty pattern, the colours of that washi tape I just showed you. And on the back we have summer vibes, and that was the design at the bottom of the sticky notes pad. We've got a dog in the water, and this one is my absolute favourite. I may well use this today because I love making window scenes in my creative journal, and this is just begging for me to use it for a window scene. This is so beautiful. Finally, the sticker book, Summer Dreams, and yes, I can see we have got those little characters. When you sign up for either the planner subscription or Washi subscription or both, you do commit yourself to 2 months of the subscriptions, but you can cancel after your second one arrives. You can't use my discount code on subscriptions, but I really appreciate it if you are signing up that you use my affiliate link, because it helps out my channel at no extra cost to you. Let's see what we've got in this 20 sticker sheet sticker book. Starting with all things bright and vibrant. I really love these fruit salad colours. 2 clear sheets. All the decorative stickers are on clear. Here we have a nautical theme, and it's great to see we have got some girls as well as some little scenes. Here's that dog that was on the paper sheet, and this one is pool vibes, and we've got the girls sitting by the edge of the pool enjoying the sun. There's that window that was on the paper sheet, so I'm glad we've got a smaller version of that. And these colours are really beautiful. I love this coral paired with this teal. Next we have some functional boxes on paper, as well as your bullet points and some circles. If I need circles, I know that I can rely on Planything sticker books. Love the little Polaroids here. These are more muted tones. And we have another window, really pretty. Yes, here we have some characters, so I would definitely be making scenes with them in my planner. I'm just a big kid at heart. Yes, we've got some more with an ice cream theme page. I think I saw my first ice cream van in the street yesterday, so even though it's very cold here, they are starting to come round. These are perfect colours for your coastal spreads. And we're finishing with some summer quotes. I need vitamin C, sunrise, sunburn, sunset, repeat, drink in my hand, toes in the sand, happy and salty, beach babe, and 2 sheets of those on clear sticker paper. Resting beach face. Beauty and the beach. So some different quotes. Girls just want to have sun. Yes, indeed, I do. I've decided that I am going to use the papers this time for 2 reasons. One, because, as I said, I tend to always use the stickers from the kit. So I want to challenge myself to use the papers. And 2, this is probably my favourite from the whole planner subscription this month, along with this cute design. And whereas a year ago I would hoard my favourite things and not use them, I've learnt that it's far more fun to use your favourites and have them to look at in your planner rather than packed away on a shelf somewhere. Also, you may be watching thinking, I never know what to do with the paper sheets, and hopefully this is going to give you a really simple idea for a window page for your journal. I can get quite complicated when I'm creating, but I think this one is going to be really nice and simple. So what I'm doing is taking my X-Acto knife and I'm going to cut all the way round to make a frame. Now, if you don't cut very cleanly or press hard enough, it's not a problem. You can go in afterwards and tidy up any edges. And you'll end up with the frame and then the part that you've cut out, which you will need to stick on the next page. Next, what I'm going to do is see how this fits on this one. And I don't want to have half of the girl showing, so what I'm thinking is if I move it over and maybe down a little, I can cut out what will show on the other page. I'll take my pencil and do some little marks in the corners, but I know I will have to cut slightly wider than that. I've got my Fiskars paper trimmer. That's so useful, and I'm glad I get to cut some of this paper off because I really did like this watercolour design on the back. I'm allowing a bit of an extra edge to where I drew my marks to give me a bit of wiggle room, and I'm not going to cut the bottom off yet because I may have to do some adjusting. I will cut this side part off so that I've got this little boy which I can use maybe in another spread. I don't want to cut his hand off, but I might have to. I do need to allow enough width. So there we go. I'm going to be using my square Archer and Olive Moonlit Garden journal because I do need to have room to write, and if I use an A5 journal then I won't have any room once I've placed the window down. So bear that in mind. If you do this in an A5 journal, you'll make some fun decorative pages, but you won't have room for journaling. This is my journal for 2027, believe it or not, and I'm creating pages ahead of time so that it's all set up for me. Now, because it's a square journal, I will need to do some trimming because you can see that this sheet is a little bit taller. So I will need to take some off, maybe the top and the bottom. I've trimmed some off the top and it's left a little bit I need to trim off the bottom. Just the thinnest of strips, which is what's good about the Fiskars paper trimmer. You can take off very small slithers like this one. So I need to decide whether I'm going to put the window on this part of the page or this part of the page, and I think probably here. A tip when you're adding glue is to make sure you've got a piece of scrap paper underneath, because that allows you to go right up to the edges, and if you go over you're not going to be damaging your journal. Oh, and that pen is out. I've grabbed another one. I've got these from Journal Say. And stick it on the page. Now I need to cut the window out. If there are any jagged bits, you can go back in again, cut them out. there you have your window page. Don't throw away the part that you cut away from your dot grid journal, because you can always use this if you make a mistake in your journal to cut it out and stick over where you've made the mistake. So I always keep my little pieces usually in the pocket in the back of the journal. So this is going to fit in here exactly, but on the page underneath. You can mark it with a pencil. And I'm really sorry to have to cover up the poor doggy, but that's why I tend not to use the double-sided pieces of paper, because I usually like both sides. I'm making sure that I do the edges now. And I will check before I stick it down. That's about where my pencil markings are, and it is straight, so I think that's perfect. So now we're on to this piece. And now I know that it fits, I can cut some of the bottom away, which means I will have more of this design to use. I'll rub out the pencil marks now, don't want to leave those there. And now I will glue this piece. And of course, I should have marked where I want to stick it first, just to make doubly sure I get it in the right place. But I will check. Before I stick. And that looks pretty good. So the next thing to do, I think, is to create some sort of frame for this page. And I'm thinking that this washi makes the best sense. And I'm wondering about adding just a little bit of this washi on the top. Don't forget you can layer your washis. Just some at the top, I think, rather than all the way around. This is getting me in a summer mood. We haven't even had a proper spring yet. Still wearing my fluffy jumpers. Yeah, I like that better. Double check, I don't want to add it all the way around. I do quite like that. I'll leave it for now, and I may add it on later. Or you can tell me in the comments whether you think I should add it on. This one I think needs a more neutral border. So I'm using the pretty Starfish washi. And I'll be back when that's done. I'm really liking how this is looking so far. And not much more to do, but I want to add a couple of the stickers from the sticker book onto this background. Like for example, the boat on the sea. I know it's a clear sticker, so it might not show up too well, but I think it will be okay. And we've got this little beach umbrella and deck chair. And I'm not sure whether this scooter is too big. There is a smaller scooter, but that looks like a child's scooter. That's too small. I'm not sure how I feel about the scooter, so I may leave it off for now. Another thing, you can let me know in the comments whether I should add. Maybe I'll leave it like that. I could add the quote "summer vibes," but I think that sort of spoils the scene. Maybe I'll have that down here instead. And we'll pay our attention to these pages now. This washi goes really well, but if I put that there, I've really not left a lot of room for journaling. I could put it on this side, or maybe use it to frame this picture. When I draw my mild liner lines, I do draw them quite close together, so there will be some space for writing. Again, am I going to go all the way around, or just do top and bottom? I do feel like the washi adds something rather than just sticking the paper on the page. None of the quotes really fit with this image because they're all about the beach, and I don't really want to put a quote on this side because I need all the space for writing. I don't think there's really much room to add any stickers on this side. So I'm going to stop overthinking, add the lines, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. I've added the lines using a mixture of Zebra mild liner and Mr. Pen pens. And I've done my alternating colours, which I've been doing on a lot of my spreads lately, except this time I chose different colours for this page and this page, just kept the green the same. and I did the same on this one. It does take some time drawing these lines with a ruler, but at least I was only working with 3 colours instead of 4 doing it this way. I know it's quite simple, but I wanted to keep it simple and show you that you could do something this simple. All I'm thinking of doing now is something about this gap here. And I'm going to bring in this fun washi tape just to fill up the bottom. I might not bring it onto this page. I'll keep it on this page, I think. And as I've got that funny gap here, I thought I could bring in some alphabet stickers using Planything's Black Alphabet Part 3. I think this is still available and you can get 10% off with my code Julie10. I haven't made a scrapbook page in a long time, but something I used to enjoy doing was thinking of the title to go with it. This one is just going to be Summer Fun, which I hope will fit. Usually I test things out on wax paper first, but I'm taking a chance. If need be, I can cut that washi away at the bottom. But I think I'm going to be all right. Perfect. I'll cut the corners now with my corner rounder. And that is done. Super cute. And I think it's something that if you do have this planner kit, you could easily try. So remember, these items are available now. With the planner kit, you get the 3 papers, of which I've already used 2 of. The Summer Dreams sticker book, sticky notepad, and these 3 washies. And you can get these 6 washies in the washi tape subscription. You'll find all the details in my video description, including my affiliate link if you're planning to shop. If you've enjoyed seeing me make these pages, then do like, comment and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see me make some beautiful Dutch door pages with some butterfly stickers from the recent Planything spring release, then check out this video on screen now. Hope you're having a great week, and I'll see you again in another video really soon.